This is me trying to score the perfect goal like Cristiano Ronaldo on the Champions League final pitch in front of football legend Marcelo. And that's because I was given the opportunity to play in the biggest match of my life at the Allianz Arena. And I have one target: to score the perfect goal. So for the next week, I'll be training like the GOAT, Cristiano Ronaldo, to give me the best chance of scoring the perfect goal on match day. Ronaldo is known for scoring some incredible long shots. So I set out to try and score the perfect goal just like Ronaldo. But there was just one problem.
Ronaldo can smash balls from 40 yards like it's nothing.
But me, I'm not quite on that same level. So to give myself the best chance to score the perfect goal in the big match, I decided to try some Ronaldo techniques. Ronaldo has mastered these 3 different long shot techniques, and I'm gonna practice each one, starting with the knuckleball. So I gave myself 30 minutes to try and master it.
Ronaldo has scored some of the best long shots of all time with his world-famous knuckleball technique, but it's also one of the hardest to perfect,
which I learnt very quickly.
Knuckleballs are so unpredictable, they have a mind of their own.
But I kept on trying with the technique, and after a few more shots, I decided that this technique was just way too unpredictable to rely on in a match situation. So I moved on to laces.
With this, it's simple. I've just got to hit the ball as hard as I can. Okay, that didn't really go to plan.
When using my laces, I managed to generate way more power.
Ooh.
But less accuracy.
Like, I'm getting the power, but there's no accuracy.
And that might be a bit of a problem.
And as everyone knows, Ronaldo has 5-star weak foot. So if I'm gonna take long shots with my right foot, I've also got to try them on my left foot like Ronaldo too. Oh my, oh, why did that hurt? Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be trying that in the big match.
When you get the laces technique right, you can for sure score the perfect goal. But I think there's another technique that might suit me even better: the curve shot.
So I would say I'm already pretty good at the curve technique. So to make this even harder, I brought down a goalkeeper, my twin brother, Ezzy.
But as I said, curve shots are kind of my thing.
What did I tell you?
When I switched to the curve technique, even though the accuracy was pretty good, there wasn't enough power to beat the goalkeeper consistently. So Ezzy was pulling off some crazy saves.
Take the touch inside, Ronaldo with the curve shot. Oh, wow! It's not making it easy for me at all.
Through all the techniques though, I noticed the pattern. I was having more joy with free kicks over moving shots. So to score the perfect long shot on match day, not only would I have to get the power and curve right, but there was no guarantee that I'd win and then score a free kick on match day. We still had 2 more Ronaldo goal types to test.
So the next shot type we'll be testing is the acrobatic goal. Now Ronaldo scored arguably the most iconic goal in football history against Juventus in the Champions League. He jumped over 2 meters into the air to score a bicycle kick.
So I got straight to work to try and replicate it. Now, I'm pretty decent at bicycle kicks, but as well as them being one of the most beautiful moves in football, they're also one of the most painful. And there was also another thing.
The problem with bicycle kicks though is that you can't ever guarantee how the ball will be played, which makes it one of the riskiest moves to try in a match.
So I had to be prepared to adjust if I had to in the big match. So for the next 30 minutes, I tried some other acrobatic finishes. And it actually went way better than I expected. And now I felt ready to attempt to score an acrobatic shot on match day.
The final type of goal we'll be testing today is the skill goal.
As well as the crazy long shots and bicycle kicks, Ronaldo has scored some amazing skill goals in his career.
Now, out of the 3 types of goals, the Ronaldo-style dribbling goal is my favorite.
And that's because growing up, that's the version of Ronaldo that I fell in love with. And I don't think that that version of Ronaldo is appreciated enough today. Confidently taking on 2-3 players at a time and then scoring. And I'd love to recreate that in my own way in one of the biggest matches of my life.
The only rule is, for this to count as a skill goal in the match, I'll have to beat 2 players before scoring.
So I needed to start off by practicing some skill combos, and I had just the thing to get my feet ready.
The F Pro is a football training tool that helps aspiring young players to develop ball control, coordination and confidence.
And the best part is, you can even use it at home. You can download the F-Pro app right now. It's created by UEFA licensed coaches and tracks your progress from home. So you can improve at any time in the day.
I'm gonna be both-footed like Ronaldo.
Make sure to use my discount code JTEX on the screen right now for 20% off. Now that I was all warmed up, my skill combos were flowing so well. I was managing to get the skill part right every single time, but now I was struggling with the most important part.
Bro, I'm getting the skills right, but I just can't score. Yo, how did I miss? I'm managing to do the skills perfectly, but I'm forgetting the most important part, which is to actually score the goal. So trying to score a skill goal on match day might actually turn out to be the riskiest one of them all.
And scoring in the big match is the only way to complete this Ronaldo challenge. And after testing the 3 Ronaldo goal types, I've decided to attempt to score the Ronaldo-style skill goal on match day. But before I went to the Champions League final, I got to meet football legend and Ronaldo's ex-teammate Marcelo, who is also gonna be my captain on match day when we play in the Champions League final stadium. But before we played together in the match, Marcelo was teaching me skills that him and Ronaldo would do together. He was pulling out some crazy skills that I couldn't even work out how to do. It was just so crazy kicking the ball about with Marcelo, who I've watched win the Champions League. And the best part was, he was even impressed by my skills. It was amazing kicking around with Marcelo, and he even set me a challenge for the match. And my challenge is to assist Marcelo for a goal. But will I be able to do it against the 2 mystery legends I'll be coming up against on match day? But before all of that, it was time to watch the Champions League final, a competition Ronaldo has won 5 times. As I sat and watched, I understood the pressure of playing in a big stadium like Ronaldo has. PSG beat Inter 5-0 to win the Champions League. And now, it was my turn. In less than 24 hours, I would be stepping on that same pitch with 1 goal and 1 goal only to score the perfect goal.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have made it to the Allianz Arena where I'll be playing in the Champions League final.
I made my way into the Champions League winners changing room and I saw my number 10 shirt. And at this point, the excitement and the nerves were starting to kick in. It was crazy being in the same tunnel that the players were in the night before. And now we were moments away from playing on the pitch. But first, it was time to meet the mystery legend who I would be playing against in the first match. That's right, Ballon d'Or winner and Ronaldo's former teammate, Kaká.
Now we are very friendly.
Very friendly, so on the pitch.
On the pitch, man.
Yeah? Yeah? Let's do it. Good luck. Come on. Let's go. Final. Let's go.
And now it was time for the match to begin. The 2 captains, Marcelo and Kaká, led the teams out onto the pitch. And walking out behind 2 former Champions League winners felt absolutely surreal. And before kickoff, I gave Marcelo a little shock. I was fully focused on my goal and I wasn't gonna let anyone stop me. But little did I know that I was about to be in for the shock of my life. Kaká's team were dangerous from the start and won a free kick right on the edge of the box. Kaká himself stepped up to take it, and if he scored now, it would be the worst start possible. But the wall managed to make the block not once but twice to stop them from scoring. But the pressure didn't stop there. After a lovely flick from Kaká, they were through on goal, squared it, and somehow the ball didn't go into the net. We were under so much pressure that I even had to go back and help defend. But what I didn't know is that they had a secret weapon on their team. Kaká Jr. On the very next play, he received the ball midfield, shrugged off the defender, and then curled the ball into the top right corner to give Team Kaká the lead. Even Marcelo stopped to applaud. And on the replay, it's even more impressive. He shrugged off the defender and whipped the ball into the top corner. But we weren't ready to give up just yet. Our captain Marcelo took us forward, laid the ball up for our player to shoot, and it just went over. And at this point, our team actually started to build in confidence. Iman took the ball from deep, went on a lovely solo run, but his shot also went over. And I was growing in frustration. Half the game had passed and I'd barely touched the ball. If it carried on like this, I wouldn't even have the chance to score. And things went from bad to worse when Kaká Jr. received it in the midfield again and curled the ball into the bottom corner. After another amazing goal from Kaká Jr., we were 2-0 down. I finally got my first touches on the ball, but my team just couldn't make anything happen. And even when I made nice dribbles like this one, my pass just wasn't good enough. And just when I thought it couldn't get any worse, our defender did this. He handballed it in the box, and Kaká's team made it 3-0 from the penalty spot. Time was running out now, so when I saw Iman had the ball, I ran past him. He played it into my path. I took a lovely touch. I was through on goal, but my left-footed shot was saved by the goalkeeper. But on the replay, you can see that Marcelo was completely free. And I just missed the perfect opportunity to complete Marcelo's challenge. And I still hadn't completed my challenge of scoring the perfect Ronaldo goal. I failed to score in game 1, but I'll get another chance to score very soon. Before the match, our captain Marcelo encouraged our team. So when we stepped out this time, I was so determined. And again, when I did my jumping routine, Marcelo was shocked. But this time, he told me to try a bicycle kick just like Cristiano did in the Champions League. I practiced for that very moment. But when it comes, will I score? I now had 90 minutes to win a match and score in the same stadium that Cristiano Ronaldo did. The game kicked off and immediately something felt different. Our captain Marcelo was getting on the ball a lot more and showing off his amazing footwork. He was making football look so easy, and he almost got an assist straight away, but the keeper made a good save. But the pink team, led by legend Mario Gomez, were looking dangerous. They had the first real chances of the game and almost took the lead from one of them. But it was clear to see, with Marcelo in our midfield, we were playing the much better football. And inevitably, that led to the biggest chance of the match, and it fell to my boy Iman SV2. But somehow his shot went over the bar. Iman was looking like the most dangerous player for us, but he just couldn't finish. He had the 3 best chances of the half, but just couldn't put any away. The score was still 0-0 when he picked the ball up at the halfway line. He drove all the way into the opponent's box, played the ball across to Marcelo, who chipped it over the keeper, but the defender cleared it off the line. My team clearly couldn't score a simple goal, so we decided to start trying some acrobatics. And when Lisa's pass found me, I decided to flick the ball out for Marcelo to try and get an assist, but he just missed the bicycle kick. We were so close to getting a JTEX X Marcelo banger, but missing all of these chances was always going to come back to bite us, and it did. The pink team went through, and after a lovely finish into the corner, they were 1-0 up. And then literally 2 minutes later, the goalkeeper's long ball was not dealt with. It landed at the feet of Mario Gomez, who finessed the ball into the corner. Just like that, we had conceded 2 goals in 2 minutes. I know that Ronaldo would never give up, so I continued my task of trying to score the perfect Ronaldo goal. And then out of nowhere, my teammate did this, and we were back in the game. No one knew if he meant to shoot or cross, so let me know in the comments what you think. After that goal, my team had the momentum now. So when my teammate laid it back to me, I looked up, found Marcelo, who pulled out this amazing skill and smashed the ball into the corner to equalize the game for us. Just like I promised, I had got my assist to Marcelo. I played the ball to him and he did all of the work with this amazing skill move and a top quality finish. And my team weren't done there. After a slack decision in the midfield by the pink team, our player ran through on goal, squared it to Marcelo, who scored a no-look to give us the lead for the first time in this match. Marcelo pulled out that Brazilian flair no-look to give us a 3-2 lead. Time was running out now, and even though my team was winning, I was starting to get worried. If I didn't score now, I would fail the challenge, and I'd worked way too hard to let that happen. The ball was played forward, and Marcelo pulled off this amazing back heel right into Iman SV2's path. I sprinted all the way from defense into the box. Iman put in the cross. I just missed the bicycle kick. After beautiful build-up play from Marcelo and E-Man SV2, I sprinted into the box, jumped up into the air just like I'd practiced, but the ball was an inch too high. And now it felt I'd lost my final opportunity to score the perfect goal. There were seconds left now, so when the ball fell to my feet, I knew this was my last chance. I sprinted at the defender, did a bull roll, knocked it past him. I did a bull roll roulette past the next one, and then smashed it into the net. With the final shot of the game, I had finally done it. I did my front handspring celebration and then celebrated with Marcelo. As soon as the ball fell to my feet, I knew exactly what I had to do. I did a bull roll, knocked it past the first one, then did another bull roll into a roulette turn past the last defender and smashed it home to complete my skill goal. I had scored one of the best goals I've ever scored in one of the biggest matches of my life. So when Marcelo came over to congratulate me, I knew it was job done. After all my hard work, I had scored my dream goal.